fire signs, how are you? I am back to give you your full moon reading in Gemini. So if you are of fire sign, being Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is your reading. The last reading for this full moon reading. All right, so guys, just like I did with the other elements, just to let you know that I did draw 2 cards from the Moonology deck because, in fact, we are under a full moon, and the overall theme from that is surrendering to the divine, and we are, in fact, under a full moon in the sign of Gemini, and the theme of it is the answers you need is coming. And I will say that so far, because you all guys are the last element that I'm reading for, everyone has basically the message is that the answers you need is coming, and the same thing with your element, that the answers you need is coming, which means as we get to the end, you will see what I mean by that. Now, I will say that when I pulled out the cards, I was a little confused because you got some cups energies that came out. I was glad to see that your element or your energy came out as well. But before we get to that, I just want to go over quickly that as well. I also pre-drew cards from the Astro deck because we are under astrological energies here. So again, Gemini, we are under the sign of Gemini, and the sign of Gemini is about cross-pollinating. So just like the bees, we are like bees, or you guys have been like bees, trying to come up with creative ideas. Now, remember again, as I mentioned with the other elements, that the cards that have come out, particularly the ones on top, and then at the bottom we clarify it. These energies from all the readings, they are past energies, because remember when I mentioned in my overview that whatever it was that you guys started to plan or to kind of work on, it started from last year, because that was the new moon that occurred under your sign from the year. And with that being said, that was when your sign was in that moon phase. So basically from that new moon to now coming to the full moon back around, coming back around, I should say, even though it's under Gemini, but even though the sign is under Gemini, still it will still resonate, or still the energy from the hard work that we all been putting into, regardless of the sign, I should say. All right, I think I may have made a mistake there. So even though it is the sign of Gemini, for all signs, basically the overall message here for this full moon is that what we started out, as I presented in my overview from last year, is that now we're at the end, the peak of it. And I say that because whatever it is that you guys, the fire signs, have been planning, have been thinking of in terms of your ideas and the ideas that you want to see come to action or to be put into action, you have been doing that. All right. So pollinating is basically about ideas, things that you have been working on for the past year or in the past couple of months. So we're going to see what card came out for you guys that will be in conjunction with that type of message. And then we move over to the 3rd house, because Gemini falls on the 3rd house or rules the 3rd house on the chart, and it's about communication. So we're going to tap in and see what kind of communication will be coming in for you guys. And then last, we go over to Mercury, because the planet Mercury rules Gemini, and it's about messages. Then we're going to tap in and see what messages will this communication that will be coming in for you, what it will be about. All right. So the card that came out under pollinate, in terms of what it is that you guys have been doing, you got the 5 of Cups. Now, like I said, at first I was a little kind of confused, because I'm like, why is the Cups energy coming out? I was hoping that your energy of the wands would come out first, but it didn't. But it's okay. Again, it's all about energy. But I'm like, why is it? Because if any other sign other than air signs, but fire signs, they are go-getters, and generally because of you being so driven and having the passion, you don't have time to concern yourself with the emotional aspects of what it is you're looking for. But then I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute, just because the fire signs have that spirit and that drive, it lets me know, because you're so driven, that when something don't pan out, because it can happen, just because you have that motivating force to get you out there, something can happen that kind of reset it or put a pause or a delay. When that happens, this is where this energy come into play. I think it's for most people, but I think people sometimes probably feel that because you are of element of fire, that they don't have time to be emotional about something. It's like, if at first I don't succeed, you try again. Yes, but you're still human. Yes, you still have emotion, right? So this makes sense to me when I pull this out. I'm like, okay, so again, going back to the past, whatever it was that you guys were driven to do, or whatever ideas that you've been planning and you haven't quite seen it, now this change, you're going to see the opposite. So what has not been seen in terms of what you have been creating for yourself, now it's about to be shown, if that makes sense. Okay? And to clarify that, you got the 10 of Pentacles. So you've been working very hard for that coin, for them dollars. You've been working very hard. Wherever this is, apply this individually to how this will mean for you. So in whatever area, in terms of, and definitely it's pertaining to your financial sector, but you've been working hard, whether it's working hard to find a new job, to maybe find another career that's going to pay you well. But whatever it is, it just shows you that, in fact, the 10 of Pentacles is an energy. Now, you can take it two ways. The 10 of Pentacles is an energy of, as well, success. So it's like, again, all that you work for, the ideas that you put into play, it's about to pay off in a very huge way. You cannot get any bigger than the 10 of Pentacles when it comes to money and career. So something very important, it's going to affect your finances in a positive way. All right. And then we move over to the next card, astrological energy of the house, third house, because Gemini rules the third house. It's about communication. And when asked what kind of communication would be coming in for you guys got the 10 of Wands. This is your energy here now showing up. So the 10 of Wands is something that, like I said, from the past, that maybe you were driven toward, and then all of a sudden it slowed down. It's an energy that it's a long time coming, or it has been a long time coming, but now you have reached the end to what it was that you were set out to do. So I think in between you had some bumping roads, or some bumps here and there, or some hurdles, but now it's about to move in the direction where you now will see the fruits of your labor. Okay, so that's what this energy is. And I'm glad that, again, your energy came out, because when I wanted to look at the bottom of the energy coming out from the 10 of Wands, your energy showed up again, the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands is an energy of fighting. It's almost like conflict, but it's more, I think, with conflict with yourself. I don't think it's so much with conflict with other people. So you can take it as it resonates with you. But in this context here, it's about you fighting for what it is that you want. And that's where that passion come in at. But at the same time, I think that you were so driven and so passionate about something that it didn't quite go in the way you wanted to, or it had a standstill. So it left you like in a hangman kind of position, and it didn't make you happy. All right, if that makes sense. So again, whatever it was that has stalled and has taken time to come to you, now, because we're at the end of a lunar cycle, everything now is shifting for the positive. And I got this energy in the same type of vibe from the other readings as well. So everyone energy really has been very positive. It's now we're going to see positive outcomes. And now shifting over to the planet Mercury. How will the planet Mercury influence the message that's coming in from this communication, or what it will be about? You guys got the 8 of Cups. Now the 8 of Cups again is something that perhaps again that you may have temporarily, because I know, like I said, your fire signs, you're go-getters. But again, you're still human. Sometimes you do feel disappointment, and it may have left you in this. You're not in this energy no more, the Eight of Cups. This is an energy that was past. So I feel that maybe you almost kind of walked away from something. You left it to kind of just refuel until you was ready to start that passion for it again, if that makes sense. And by doing that, now it's about to pay off. Because to clarify that, you got the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is about your money. It's about the material aspects of what it is that you've been working hard on. You've been working hard. And so now your cups is about to fill, your expectations of what it is that you've been wanting, your dreams, your goal. It's about to show now in a very big way. And how do I know that? It's because from the bottom of the energy of the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles came up. So the Nine of Pentacles is like you are just pretty much there. After Nine of Pentacles, it's Ten of Pentacles, which means a completion. But the Nine of Pentacles is very good because it shows promise. It pretty much shows that you have reached the peak of your success of what it is that you've been wanting, of what it is that may have, like I said, taking a pause, been slow coming to you, but now you're about to see everything falling into place as it should. All right. So guys, that is what I got for you. I hope it was helpful. Everyone's reading, I must say, has turned out to be positive. Remember that these energies that started out for you is past energies of what you've been transforming into. Because I mentioned in my overview that it's about the transformation or the transitioning of you planning of what it is that you want for your life to create the life that you want. And at the end of the day, we are the ones that are in the driver's seat to kind of shift our life into the direction that we want if we believe in ourselves. And I know for the fire signs, again, I have to stress that you guys, because of that spirit of passion and being driven, you're going to succeed. All right. So that's what I got for you. I hope it was helpful. If it was, hit that thumbs like button to give me a like. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed as well. Drop me a comment if you so choose to let me know if this did resonate with you. And last but not least, share with your friends and family so they can get on board to these type of readings so that they can see how the moon phase energies will affect them in their area, in some area of their life. All right, guys, until the next one, I'm wishing you a wonderful evening. Peace, love, and light. Namaste. Bye.